Hi everyone, Paul Solomon with Luhu Realty and Luhu Advisors. I am a licensed real estate broker and a licensed insurance agent. I am a certified senior advisor. I am also an ambassador for parkbench.com. And what I do is I meet local businesses so they can connect with local residents in the area. Today we're in Delray Beach and I am here with Amy Adaniel with BrightStar Care. How are you today?
Great. How about you?
Good, thanks. Thank you
Good.
for letting us in your office today.
Absolutely. Happy to have you.
So I want you to tell everybody just about home care in general. Tell everybody what it covers from seniors to maybe down even to children. And tell them a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about BrightStar.
Great. So, as Paul said, I am Amy Adaniel. I am a respiratory therapist by trade. I am also a certified senior advisor, and me and my husband of 28 plus years own this location of BrightStar Care in Delray Beach. We are a nationally franchised home care agency, private duty, not Medicare. So we are taking care of people in their home. People these days absolutely want to age in place,
Right.
and we give them the ability to do that. Our job is to help them to maintain their independence
Right.
while safely living in their place of residence.
So you go and do an evaluation. You're called in, whether they're coming out of a hospital or just need, whether they had a surgery or they just need somebody to be there for them. So is it mostly medical, or is it also just for other needs, of daily needs that they might have to help them with?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody has different needs,
Right.
and we can really take care of anybody with any type of needs, right? So we see people who are having, who have just had surgery, who are recovering,
Right.
who need short-term rehab
Right.
kind of assistance.
Right.
And we also take care of people with Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, people who have, who may be blind or
Right.
who have macular. Everybody has a different need, and we can meet that need. Some people need assistance with their activities of daily living, which are ADLs. And some people don't have a need with that, and we're doing more of oversight and safety, ambulation assistance with toileting and transferring, meal preparation, medication reminders, a big, huge thing.
Sure.
In our senior population, the number one risk for fall is an untreated urinary tract infection.
Right.
They become delirious very quickly, and that can turn into something big. So if we're in the home, even for a short amount of time a day, we're noticing things before they balloon into something big.
Right. So you're really, the eyes and ears for the family, because you're sitting there with them, you see what's going on, you can kind of know just from doing this so long, what kind of is expected or what's going to happen next. So hopefully you can
Right.
prevent the accidents, get in touch with the adult children that either live here or don't live here and say, okay, listen, we got to prepare for this. Which is very important, where people don't understand that to have those eyes and ears,
Right.
as opposed to waiting and being proactive instead of reactive.
Right.
It's a big thing when it comes to our seniors, because too many things happen all of a sudden and people don't realize that having somebody like yourself, it's not just about the care aspect of it, but it's the whole picture with the family.
Right, absolutely. And a lot of the care that we're providing, if I'm being honest, is, for peace of mind for the children who don't live here locally,
Right.
or who are maybe that sandwich generation. They're taking care of their parents, and they also are taking care of their children.
Right.
Right, and still working. We have families obviously need to be a 2-income household.
Right.
So you can't just leave your job to come and take care of your parents full time,
Correct.
even if that's who they want taking care of them, so a stranger isn't in their home.
Right.
Right?
Right.
We're trying to build relationships and trusts and rapport,
Right.
so that, when and if the time comes that more care is needed, they come to us, right? Because not all care is full-time care.
No.
Right? People
Yeah.
can start with part-time care,
Right.
just to have that oversight and a little bit of assistance that they need.
Yeah, usually there's a minimum maybe that you require from the families, whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever it might be.
You
Do you
know,
have one?
we don't tell people what their need is, so we don't
Okay.
really have a minimum. We just charge a higher rate to
Okay.
go somewhere for a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
And that's really because of what we're dealing with,
Right.
the caregiver crunch and the employment shortage that we're having,
Right.
due to post-COVID needs.
And that's a big deal because I know a lot of other companies have minimum, and sometimes it works for the family or it doesn't because, again, you just don't know.
Right.
But you go in and do that evaluation so you can
Right.
see what the possibilities are, being honest with them, and that's kind of me helping you, you helping me, and us working together to understand the family's needs. If they do want to stay home, and money is an issue, there's ways that we can help with that. Whether it's
Absolutely.
government benefits, whether it's doing reverse mortgage and pulling money out of the house, talking to the financial advisor. So that's kind of how we work together, being able to pull everything together.
Right. And it's one of our first questions that we ask when we're speaking to the family, when they call. Do you have long-term care insurance? Are you a veteran?
Right.
Could you be eligible for veterans benefits, whether it's VA community care
Right.
or whether it's aid and attendance,
Right.
right? So we share information, and we want to gather that information so that we know,
Right.
right? And some people, honest to goodness,
Yeah, they
have
have no
no
idea.
idea
Yeah.
that benefits are out there for them,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
That VA community care, that somebody could be eligible for up to 21 hours a week, that's
Right.
huge.
Yeah, I mean the education part of it, I know we're both big on to get the word out there because,
Absolutely.
because even the VA themselves don't promote the long-term care aspect of it. Everybody knows about the medical aspect of it, but not the long-term care aspect of
Right.
it.
I don't think they have the time or the resources,
Right.
right? They
Right.
are so inundated in the local VA clinics
Right.
that they just don't have the capacity to talk about that, right? They
Right.
want to fix the issue that they're in for and then the conversation stops, right?
Right, right.
So we are a little different than a lot of other agencies around
That
there.
was my
though.
next
Yeah.
question. Go ahead.
So it and how we differ most probably, besides the fact that we're Joint Commission accredited, we're
Right.
the only nationally franchised home care agency in the country that's nationally
Wow.
franchised that is Joint Commission accredited. Extra layer of oversight,
Right.
obviously. But we're also able to provide skilled services as well. So
Right.
we have a director of nursing
Okay.
overseeing all of our care. A nurse goes in, an RN goes in and does an initial assessment, creates the plan of care with the family and client involved,
Right.
obviously, helping to create that plan of care so that the caregivers know all of their responsibilities when they're in the home, right?
Right.
And we have trigger questions so that we know that we're watching out for answers that come in that may trigger us to call the
Right.
client or the family to say something may be happening,
Right, something's going on.
Something's going on. But that also enables us to do medication management, right? So if you have a parent with Alzheimer's that they're not remembering to take their meds
Right.
or they're not able to fill their med boxes,
Right, they're
right?
beyond the pill box, right.
Right. You know, we can do that as well.
Okay. Tell us a little bit. I know you said this is you and your husband own it. You have a wife. Excuse me. You have a daughter and a son. Are they involved at all, or just tell me a little bit about them?
Sure, absolutely. So our oldest daughter, Shayna, actually did work for us.
Okay.
She has a degree in social work, following in the footsteps of her parents, obviously. We fired her last year to go back to school full-time for nursing.
Okay.
So we're really excited about that.
That was a good firing.
Yeah, she has a little bit more than a year left to go. But not that I think she'll come into our business as a nurse. We want her
Right.
to be able to explore
Sure.
and do other things.
Absolutely.
She may hopefully
She
come
might
back.
end up here. But,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And our son, while we tried to bring him in, this is not his forte.
Okay.
So he's
Doing
known
his
it
thing.
since he was little.
Right.
And so it took up a lot of his childhood. So
Okay.
I think that may have played a part
Right.
in him not wanting to do that.
But
But
he
that's
saw it
okay.
all. Yeah, he saw it all. So he
Yeah.
made his decision. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Any charities you're involved with? I know you're trying to get me involved.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, I am. So I have volunteered for 13 years with the Alzheimer's Association. I've been the walk chair and the walk co-chair, chair of AIM and mission chair, raised a lot of funds and a lot of awareness.
Okay.
Support group facilitator, educator, and an advocate on a state and local level, going
Wow.
up to DC to advocate for additional funding for research, which we've
Awesome.
been very successful at, thank goodness.
yeah.
And my daughter Shayna has followed in my footsteps there and is she's actually an Alzheimer's ambassador to Lois Frankel. So
Wow.
she's very involved.
Awesome.
And has been on panels and has done a lot with education.
Good.
Also serving as a board member of our local APDA, American Parkinson's Disease Association of the South Florida chapter. We just this weekend had a successful symposium, and you can watch for save the dates for our walk in Boca,
Okay.
October 30th.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we want to bring programming and resources to the local community to help people living with and caring for people with Parkinson's.
Yeah, I think education, again, is such a huge thing, and I see it all the time. And even, unfortunately, being in the hospital with my mom lately, you just see the families and they're scrambling, and unfortunately they're believing and seeing and hearing the social workers and the doctors, and they really, you do need an advocate. You do really need somebody to speak up for you, and there's a lot of support groups out there that I've been involved with, you've been involved with, that is a huge resource for a lot of families, and they just need to, whether you Google it, call myself, you can call Amy, and get this information because it's really important. Closing it, tell everybody how they can reach you in your office and tell them the location too.
Absolutely. So we are located in Delray Beach off Military Trail on Atlantic Avenue, across from the Big Apple Bazaar Flea Market.
Yeah,
so
everybody knows
easy to
that.
find us in the Bank United building. You can call us at 561-921-0550. We are available 24/7. And
The area that you
the
cover?
area that we service is Boca, Delray, and Boynton Beach, so that's nice and easy. You can also look us up online. BrightStar Care Delray Beach is www.brightstarcare.com /Delray-Beach.
Awesome. So thank you for letting us into your office today.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. If anybody has any other businesses out there, whether it's Boca, Delray, or Boynton Beach, that want to be interviewed, they can reach me at 954-540-6609 or my email at paulsolomonpa@gmail.com, or go onto my websites, luhurealty.com or luhuadvisors.com. And if you know anybody out there that's looking to buy or sell real estate, or somebody that might have an issue within their family on healthcare, long-term care, that's where Luhu Advisors comes in, and I could help them answer any questions. So thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you at the next business. Thank you.